Hey everyone, welcome back to the second episode. Now you're probably wondering, where the hell are you, Dakota? Which is a fair question. I mean, this is a weird location. I promise everything will make much more sense in episode 3. So I'm gonna let you guys sweat it out on the edges of your seat, trying to figure out what's going on. However, we kind of already ruined the surprise in the first episode right at the end, but it's okay. It's fine. Now today we're going to talk about how we were able to finalize the deal and secure our investment with our new partner, Mark. Now this wasn't as easy as it seems. It took about 2.5 months of paperwork and negotiating and back and forth and back and forth. And I'm not going to lie, there were moments where we thought this deal was just going to fall through. However, everything worked out and we were able to bring on a very key member into the ActionGlow team. So with that, let's jump into story time. It didn't take long to hear back from one of the investors after our 3 meetings. So it was actually the evening after we met with Mark and his business partner here at the ActionGlow shop when we heard back from Mark. So all of like 8 hours or so.
Yeah, we got an email from him saying that he was super interested in what we pitched and he wanted to talk more. So he proposed that we set up a follow-up meeting at his house where we can get to know each other a little bit better and discuss the deal further.
As you guys can imagine, Garrett and I were so stoked, and it was at this follow-up meeting where we finally got our first soft offer.
And better yet, it was exactly what we were asking for.
Now after a meeting like this, it's not like bing bam boom, you got the check in your hand and you're on the ground running. There was still a lot that needed to be done to finalize the deal.
However, we were so hyped that we got on the horn, we called our parents, our friends, and our mentors to tell them about this possibility.
Yeah, and at this point, obviously we were so excited, we kind of had our blinders on, and Garrett and I didn't notice right off the bat all the strings attached in the deal. During the meeting, Mark expressed that since he is not a controlling interest partner, he still wanted a say in some of the bigger decisions the company made in the future.
Which is understandable because he's giving 2 teenagers a lot of money.
Yeah.
But Dakota and I still wanted to be able to grow the company how we envisioned.
This posed a problem that Garrett and I did not see coming. So we sat down with our mentors and brainstormed a way to address the negotiation.
This was a tricky situation because we didn't want to scare him away, but we had to voice our concern. Because of this, we decided to have our legal team restructure the documents that Mark had originally presented. Now this did not go as Dakota and I expected once we sent him those revisions, because he was damn near ready to walk away.
Yeah, it came down to the fact that he was trying to protect himself and we were trying to protect ourselves and our company, and we just kept bashing heads with each other.
Yeah, it seemed like the deal didn't go anywhere for a really long time. Well, it didn't go anywhere for a really long time.
Another thing Mark wanted us to do before the deal was final was to meet with his family, so we knew a little bit more about the type of guy we were working with. Unfortunately, this meeting fell on the exact same day we decided to negotiate the deal. Garrett and I were not going to sign it as it stood, and Mark was not willing to budge.
By the end of the meeting, Mark made it clear that the possibility of this partnership working out was not looking good. This turned out to be one of the more difficult conversations we have had to have, and the most doubtful we were on this partnership working out.
Today we just had the most difficult conversation we will ever have, I think, in our business journey.
Not true, but it was a difficult discussion.
The investor that we've been working with, he had his attorney mark up the operating agreement for the deal we were doing, and because of this, these documents leaned very one-sided. We had about 15 of our mentors, advisors, and attorneys look over these documents to make sure that we were protected as individuals and as 45th Parallel Lighting in these documents. And there was a lot of red flags and a lot of concerns. And we knew that we had to bring this up with the soon-to-be investor, and it was difficult. We had to put the difficult discussion behind us and meet with this family with clear minds.
We got to talk to them about our product, our story, and how we started our company at such a young age. The conversation went great, and then Mark asked if he could address the elephant in the room and tell them why we weren't on the best terms.
And Garrett and I figured, yeah, you might as well tell them now while we're here to defend our case, because we know you're going to tell them anyways at some point in time.
Mark's family seemed to understand where each of us were coming from and thought that a compromise could be made.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Mark still needed some more time to think about the partnership, and Garrett and I left that day feeling very unsure, but knew we did everything we could. And we must have done something right, because a few hours after that meeting, we received a phone call from Mark saying he'd like to work it out.
After months of negotiating and many paperwork revisions, we were finally ready to drop our John Hancocks on the dotted line on August 18th, 2017.
When it says by name, I was writing
By would be your signature. Name would be where you print your name.
Okay.
And it's president.
Okay. We might need one more of these. All right, welcome to the team.
Thanks.
I thought I'd be a lot more energetic, but that took a lot out of me, to be honest. Like, we sat down with our new partner for about 4 hours today, and we finally closed the deal. Woo! So that was about 2 months in the making, tossing paperwork back and forth.
April, May, June, July, August.
Oh yeah, I mean, but even before that, we were looking for which partner was gonna be the best. So really, it's been like almost a half a year, which is crazy to think. But we had to find the correct partner for us and for our vision and our company, and we ended up finding him. And then we had to go through the legal efforts on making him an actual partner. Finally, today, August 18th, 2017, 3 days after my 22nd birthday, we closed the deal. I don't know about you,
But
I'm feeling 22.
look at those people.
That was a collective group of human beings right there. Today is the day where we deposit our check. We just brought on a new partner. Now we're actually heading to Fifth Third right now, right down the street actually, our local Fifth Third branch. And we're gonna deposit this lump sum of money. So this is actually gonna be a pretty awesome experience. I'm curious what their reaction's gonna be.
What you can't do when you go in there to deposit it is you can't like, have a big old smile on your face and yeah, I'm just gonna come and deposit this. Like, oh, I'm such a good. You're calm, you're cool, like you just hand her the check and say, yeah, we just need to deposit this into the business account.
Like it's an everyday thing.
It's just a normal thing.
But I totally agree with you. I feel like we need to just go in there with a straight face, looking super serious, like this is an everyday thing, and you know, not make a big deal of it, not have mom smiles, laugh, pictures. We just do it. Just hand the check.
I'm Main City, can't see me. I just been here cruising for a while.
I got this whopper of a check for you.
Oh, yay.
What do you think about that?
That's awesome.
Pretty big,
Yeah, it's cute.
Alright guys, it's getting dark here. That wraps it up for this episode.
You doing it doesn't help anyone, so stop.
Why? Why? Because I can fucking do it!
Smile.
It's incredible how quick I can go.
Alright guys, it's getting dark here, so that wraps it up for this episode. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Punch the subscribe button to stay up to date with future episodes. And hopefully, we will catch you in episode 3. What's up, everyone? We just finished the second episode in our series. Tune in to the 3rd episode where we might just buy a school bus.
And I know we said that last week.
Yeah, we did.
But we're actually going to be buying a school bus in
Yeah,
episode
but for
3.
what? But for what? See, we made the mistake where we didn't leave you guys on the edges of your seat in episode 1.
Not this time. You're going to be on the edges of your seat.
What's it going to be used for, huh?
Well, I said picking up chicks last time.
Yep. That's only partially what
that's not the real reason.
No.
And we're gonna have to tell you that in episode 3.
Episode 3. So tune into that and maybe you'll figure out what's going on.
Woo! I got friends in low places. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis.
That's it. That's it right there. That's the one right there.